Oh, I want to
play a game.
We're here.
Here's Johnny.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi-ho.
When you're down here with me, you float down.
Like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Friday the 14th podcast. I'm the
who's
host,
that?
the bad guy, Nick H. How dare you interrupt me?
I'm sorry. I was just scared by that thing down there.
What to
That
do?
thing.
What's
And
up,
you are?
Franco? Welcome back to the podcast. I am Mr. Fuentes, but y'all know me because I'm Mr. Fuentes, and my name's Mr. Fuentes. And this over here, this is the bad guy, Nick H. And I apologize for interrupting his intro. He just
Answer
jumped
the
right
intro,
into it.
You ruined the whole stream.
I
Let's
know,
get it
man.
now.
I thought we were gonna say hi for a second, and then you just freaking jump right in.
Hi, that's you. I did bring people in.
And I'm
just do
Franco,
this.
and this is Saraya, my daughter, making her
Hi, Saraya.
debut.
Hi,
Hey, aren't you
baby.
that guy from the first two seasons?
Yeah, I'm
And a little bit
one
of
of
season 3?
one of the OGs.
Hello.
Neither of
Yeah.
y'all are on OG, which is weird, but you know, it happens.
Yeah.
So what was the reason why we wrote him off the script?
He died in a plane crash.
That's the
Yeah.
story.
Plane crash got me.
It was a candy overdose.
But he got
Too many M&Ms.
he got dipped into the that one pull of Al Ghul or whatever from the
Who?
DC
Ra's al
series,
Ghul?
and he got resurrected again.
Damn. Reincarnated.
Yeah.
Yep, reincarnated.
And had a kid.
And had a kid. So there's the three of the I wouldn't say you mean OGs, but you know, three of us. Not the
Three.
full on four horsemen, the Ninja Turtles. Manny Fresh, I think he's busy at the moment, so for now you get three faces.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know who this
Yeah.
is, but someone said Kevin. Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
He wanted a
Kevin.
shout out.
Yeah,
There's a
buddy.
shout out.
So this is a random time for us. Are we reviewing extra because it's Halloween season?
Yeah, this wasn't promoted on our usual. If I remember correctly, you were gonna go with Evil Dead
We
2.
promote things here.
No, I'm usually busy to promote, so I just don't promote.
This is
Hell
this is a random episode.
You also don't
But-
message me what you are gonna do is promote it. So
Yeah,
after listening to the podcast, then I mean,
Franco's
I
actually
edit
still
after,
the
but-
brains behind a lot of our Facebook and everything. So Franco's still really a big part of all this. If y'all didn't know that,
Yeah,
it's
I really shouldn't be, but you know,
but he's the best. So he is.
He's the brains, I'm the bronze, and
I'm the talent.
the talent. Come on.
in case you haven't figured put two and two together, I mean, sure enough, you clicked on it. Halloween Kills is the movie we're reviewing today.
What?
You know the movie that just dropped on Friday, yesterday, on the 15th.
Yesterday?
Of October?
Dang.
Yeah,
Dang.
we're early on this shit. This is like one of the first times ever, besides The Conjuring.
The Spiral? Or is that the following week?
Reviewed Spiral.
That one
The
didn't
Spiral.
count because I wasn't on it. So that never happened.
It counted for me as a one-on-one
It
with
did.
Franco. It was like a date.
Yeah, where was a thunderstorm? Just heads up for the listeners that are listening on audio. I my baby in the background, and also have allergies because I cleaned up a whole bunch of dust today, so I'm gonna be sneezing a lot. Just so you are aware.
I
been
thought
warned.
you sounded sexier than normal.
There's
try
spoiler
it.
warning.
I'll try and mute myself, but if I just sneeze in the middle of it, just so y'all know.
Oh,
He
yeah.
sneezed. He sneezed for those people listening.
I did sneeze and I muted myself, so y'all didn't hear it. But
I wanted to hear in my ear the tingly
So,
feeling, or going back to ASMR.
Halloween Kills, huh?
Halloween Kills,
It's a sequel to Halloween, which is a
2018.
sequel to Halloween,
To the 1978.
which
which
was
is a sequel to Halloween. You know,
So-
the holiday.
Initially, this is part 3 for the people that are lost in the whole timeline.
No one's keeping track at home. Part
This
Is
is
three.
the
part-
official
part
canon.
3.
This is actually episode like
Part 3.
26 of season 3, I think, or 20.
What?
I don't know, but this is actually episode
Yeah.
17 of
17,
the
23.
season
we jumped
3
in.
of Friday the 14th podcast.
Hell yeah.
Wait, why was that brought up again?
No, I have no idea. We're just talking about
Same part 3 of
episodes.
Halloween. And you
Yeah, that was pretty much episode 3, so this is episode 17.
This is episode 17. The
Yeah,
bonus.
buddy. The bonus episode.
So, Fuentes,
Hell
do you
yeah.
have a synopsis or?
Hell
I don't
yeah, I
have
do. I
my
have the
shit
best
pulled up.
synopsis. So, following up the movie prior to it, Halloween, it picks right back up off what happened at the end of that movie. Again, they tried to kill Michael Myers and failed miserably. And he is on the havoc on the town. And that's it. Just like every other movie.
Just to get remember.
I have a question.
What's up?
Who the fuck is Michael Myers?
He's the guy that
Michael
played all
Aubrey Myers,
the Austin Power movies.
Mike Myers,
There you go. I forget.
Wayne's
Michael
World. He's Trick.
Yeah, he was Shrek.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Donkey! Yeah, that guy.
Myers. Well, this is the 20-year anniversary of Shrek, actually, this year.
20th
They
anniversary. of
released
Shrek.
it on 4K,
Yeah.
and there was a steelbook that I wanted, but I didn't get.
It's a good movie.
Hey, Juan
Definitely.
from Cinnamon Movie Podcast, do you have that steelbook?
Now we're doing an early shout out. Cinnamon Movie Podcast.
I don't know, I just,
Movie podcast.
that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, buddy. But yeah, I mean, it's you get a lot of cameos from past movie Halloween movie peoples, and yeah, it's Michael Myers on a spree, and again they're trying to stop him.
So, shopping spree, you say?
I guess we could give a little bit more synopsis that that the mob that the city itself tries to rise up to fight Michael Myers, and that's pretty much it. And
They
that's
say
it's their journey.
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies
Evil dies
tonight.
Well,
Evil
if that's not
dies
if that's not
tonight.
the tagline of the movie, then what the fuck's wrong with them?
They say like 30, 50
There's-
times.
Actually, the tagline of the movie was streaming on Peacock.
Should be on Peacock. Exclusively on Peacock.
Speaking of that, did any of y'all watch it in theaters, or we got anybody watching on Peacock?
I watched it in theaters,
I watched
Ah.
it in theaters.
I'm the only
and then I
one
watched
that's
it
an asshole, huh?
again on Peacock.
I'm the only asshole watching it on Peacock.
Yeah, I actually watched it at 2:30 today in theaters.
Nice.
Psh,
I was thinking about going, but then I realized I was broke this week, so I was like, oh, I can't.
You looked at your baby and you're like, "This is all your fault."
It's all your fault.
No,
Sad.
I love my kids.
Don't have kids,
I love my
guys.
daughter.
Straight up.
If you don't have the money, don't have kids. We didn't have the money though, but I still had kids. It happens.
Fuentes don't have kids.
Yeah, I'm still poor, so it's not your fault, man.
Nah, I
Gotta
think-
survive
I
off
think
that
Fuentes-
ramen.
I think Fuentes wants a kid. Don't you? Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at her. Look at her.
Yeah,
I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking.
it's very
But yeah.
obvious that she
Oh,
got all
okay.
the tips looks.
You hit that feeder.
Hopefully, tips brains and everything else too.
I mean, everybody I talked to says that she looks most like me.
It's unfortunate. She'll pull it off better than you do, I guess.
Hopefully.
I wanted that feeder vibes and that popcorn.
Yeah, I haven't had
The big
my-
large drink.
I have a tradition where like I always get chocolate almonds and popcorn. I eat them together. I have a good like sweet salty taste. And
So you mix them together. You just pour on top of the popcorn,
no,
or do you
I
eat on the
just-
side? Just
I just eat one handful.
do you have
and
it? Do you
then
have it
I-
on your crotch and when you're pulling at it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
actually pretty
this
cool
is-
because like there was no
Yeah,
one
someone
sitting next to me. No,
They
there was
would grab
nobody
that to
there.
it. Nope.
So my popcorn was sitting here, so I was just like popcorn, and then I reaching into my nut sack. I mean my
My
almonds
nutsack.
and my middle
Gotta have
inside
nuts.
the plastic nut sack, and pulling it out and eating them.
Sounds like a
So
tasty treat.
You go alone?
No, there was like there's a few people in there.
He fucking reserved the whole theater for himself.
No, I meant, did you go alone? What, by
It was-
yourself?
Oh, did I go alone? Yes, I did. I did go alone.
You couldn't
I
invite
was.
me?
It was like in Aransas. It's like way further away from your house.
I can make that drive for you, Pointless.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry, Franco. I should have invited you.
Savage.
That's hurtful.
Yeah, I still need to. You know, I was actually kind of mad at myself because I wanted to see. Man, I don't know the name of it because I'm a terrible person. But Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 7 or 8 or 10 Rings.
10.
I wanted to see that in theaters and didn't.
You said rings? Are you talking about Tom Brady's Super Bowl rings?
Yeah, it was actually Tom Brady and the 5 ring or the 10 rings.
7 rings.
The Legend of the Sonic Rings.
Sonic rings.
Sonic rings, exactly.
The Legend of the Wrestling Ring. Yeah.
Lord of Rings.
And then I wanted to watch Venom: Let There Be Carnage. I still haven't seen that either. And then the movie I go see is this movie, which I mean
I saw Venom,
but I'm just more disappointed in myself. I need to go watch these movies.
If it makes you feel any better, Venom's a solid 1.
a solid one.
Seriously?
Oh no, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
Mm.
I've already heard people complaining, but people always complain about every movie.
People complain about Halloween Kills. That's all I've been seeing all days. People complain. I'm like, y'all need to calm down.
You need to chew. Yeah, I saw Manny go on his little rant because apparently he's seen it
It's
too,
little rat.
and he had a fresh rant
He had
about
a
people
fresh rat.
complaining about it. And he was just like, if y'all didn't know that there was gonna be a third part and this was just a segue, then that's y'all's fault.
Is that how he talks?
Oh, sorry. If y'all didn't know. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, we could get into the movie if y'all want.
First
Already gave
recent,
the synopsis. So
rating.
we
Cast and crew.
Oh, go on top of the
course,
dome.
Jamie Lee Curtis takes repraises her role as Laura Strode.
Laurie Strode.
Laurie Strode, sorry.
Laurie
And then the two girls from the last movie, which was her mother or her daughter and her granddaughter, Judy Greer and
Judy
Andy Matachuk, who play Karen and Allison, respectively. And then we get a whole bunch of pretty much past callings to people that were in the past movies. Will Patson, I'm pretty sure he was in that movie. Honestly, I've not really watched the Halloween series in my life. Like, I don't really know much about any of the movies.
Is this your first Halloween movie?
One that I've seen as an adult. Like, I've seen them when I was a kid, but I haven't seen any Halloween movies as an adult.
If it makes you feel any better, last year was the first time I watched Halloween, the OG, the 78 film. That's because me and Nick reviewed it.
Yeah, I haven't seen none. I didn't even see the one before this one. So I was just like, I walked in, I was like, oh, this is obviously coming off the last movie that came out.
Yeah, I want to rewatch the 2018 film, but they didn't have it on Peacock or anything, anywhere to watch it. I watched that with Nick whenever it came out. Yeah, about it.
But yeah, I mean, I know Jamie Lee Curtis has always played the chick she's always played, which is it her mother or his sister?
Do I?
What's her role? Is Laurie the mother or the sister of Michael Myers?
Well, in the original movies, actually in part 2, she's the sister. But then they scratched that off and made her just a random person, random babysitter.
Okay, so she's
it's
a random
no longer no connection.
No connection. Okay, that makes a little more
Yeah.
sense because they kept saying kill the sister, and I was just like, wasn't Jamie Lee Curtis's character the sister? I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
Well, there's a sister before that. I don't know if you've seen the original one. That's the first person Michael Myers kills. His
You know,
sister.
actually, the only like Halloween movie I've seen all the way through
Judith Myers.
was the Rob Zombie version of Halloween. I don't know why either. I just did.
Pourquoi? Why? Any more cast and crew?
Oh yeah, of course. I just don't know them. I don't know how many. I could just start naming people. I could just start naming people off. Jim Cummings played Pete McCabe. Dylan Arnold played Cameron Elam. Robert Longstreet played Lonnie Elam. Anthony Michael Hall played Tommy Doyle. Charles Cyphers played Lynn Brackett. The Shape. I don't even know who The Shape is.
The Shape is Michael Myers.
Okay, so just the guy. The Shape is Michael Myers. That's interesting. The Shape.
That was two people who played Michael Myers, right? Like the image of him, and then someone who played whenever he got the I guess spoiler alert, but whenever they pulled off the mask.
Yeah, I mean, there's two different. Actually, there's three different ones in this that are giving credit. James Jude,
which is the overall,
Courtney, and then Nick Castle.
The OG was Nick Castle.
Nick Castle,
and then Aaron Armstrong.
I don't know about the other name.
Three credits.
Nick Castle. Nick Castle's this guy right here in my shirt.
And you got Scott MacArthur who played Big John, and Michael McDaniel who played Little John. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all the main people.
Yeah.
At that point, I don't know who played. Where's the chick? The one that looked like Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox, the Lindsay Wallace's character.
Lindsay, okay. No, that says Kyle Richards played Lindsay.
Yeah, the original actress in the movie. Original movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's your cast, man.
Your casting crew.
Michael Myers is in there, and Jamie Lee Curtis is in there. So it's
directed and written by.
Oh yeah, directed by David Gordon Green
and
written by Scott Teems, Danny McBride, and David Gordon Green.
It still cracks me up that Danny McBride's part of the movie.
Is that the actual Danny McBride?
Yeah, that comedian.
What the fuck? There's no comedy in this movie.
Well, there's a little bit of comedy, just not too much. The one before that, there was more comedy. Attempted.
I don't remember any comedy in this movie, actually.
It's hidden all over the place. Well, not really hidden, just awkward moments from there and there. But spoiler-free rating.
I'll let y'all two rate it first.
I want y'all to go first.
Yo, we'll let Nick go first. This is his.
All right, Nick, you go first.
Let me go first. What would you say?
This is your holiday.
My season of the bad guy.
This is your favorite horror movie.
The bad guy.
Horror franchise.
Horror franchise. I think my rating will change over the years, but for right now, I am sitting at a 4. Machetes.
4 machetes. 4 Danny Trejos.
Not Danny McBride, but Danny Trejos.
I guess I'll go first then, or next before Fuentes.
Oh, you can go first.
y'all tease and joke about me always giving movies 2, especially Nick. And I'm sorry, but this movie is a solid 4. Solid 4.
Nice.
4 Danny Trejos.
I give it a 3.5.
3.5.
This guy.
Look at you. Let's see if we can make you change your mind, Fuentes.
By the end of the podcast.
By the end of this review.
Well, I mean, I have my reasons. I mean, I could give you my reasons right now, but
he didn't watch the first one.
I felt like it'd be I felt like it'd be a spoiler if I did, but yeah. we can continue, I guess.
What'd you give it?
You guess.
Favorite scenes and stuff.
3.5?
Favorite scenes.
Favorite scenes. Ow, dude. Ow.
Let's go.
We're gonna do favorite kills as well, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My favorite scene. Spoiler warning. I don't know if we ever said spoiler warning, but spoiler
Oh yeah,
warning.
spoiler warning.
Spoiler
We're about to
warning.
go-
Watch
Devin,
it on Peacock
You
and
can
or
watch it
theaters.
in theaters. Watch it home alone. Watch it whenever.
Peacock.
I think my favorite scene, just because of the comedy behind it, the only comedy I can think about it is in the beginning when I don't remember the guy's name. I think it's Tommy, the one that Lori had saved the kid when they were kids. He's at the bar and all that, and they think Michael Myers is in the car, and it's the mental patient that's actually trying to scare them. I think that was my favorite scene. Just because how everybody reacted, and then the couple, it was a nurse and a doctor dressed as the opposite of each other. Like I like them. I thought they were pretty funny and how they
Forgot my
worded everything.
stethoscope.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, why the fuck are you going inside for?
Oh
a fucking
shit!
stethoscope?
Forgot my stethoscope.
Right? Leaves his wife behind whenever our girlfriend just to go when there's a killer on the loose.
Yeah, I thought that was so ridiculous.
Yeah, it was pretty silly.
But then I thought I thought it was hilarious how all of them thought they can, with a baseball bat and all the weapons that they had, go out there and try and beat up Michael Myers. Oh, that's hilarious to me.
I think one of my favorite scenes is actually, so this movie had a pretty solid start, to be honest, for any movie that I've seen in a while. Like, it just you kind of get the little bit of background, so they can go into the story. But as soon as the story starts, it's like as soon as Michael Myers comes into the scene, it's just 10 straight minutes of just I'm fucking kicking ass and I'm Michael Myers. And it was pretty dope. I think one of my favorite images is just the Michael Myers standing right in front of the house with the fire around him and all that. It was just a perfect poster picture. It was just such a badass scene. I was just like, wow, that's a really freaking cool angle. I don't know. Whoever shot that spot was definitely in the zone. They were just like,
Auto
yes,
zone.
work it, Michael, work it.
Spoiler warning. That whole image you're referring to, that's gonna be a steelbook version of Halloween Kills.
Huh?
Don't ask how I know that. What? It's gonna be a cover of a 4K.
Oh yeah, that'd be badass.
I know my sources.
Or your sources.
Me.
Oh, nice. The bad guy source.
And then I liked, they kind of set it up throughout the whole movie to kind of make Michael a badass, but right when he walks out of the house, everyone obviously knows hey, this is a dangerous guy. So it's all the firefighters and they got all their weapons ready and stuff like that. And it's just you kind of see it's about to go down, and then they go and they all go down. Yeah, all of them. It was pretty, but that was actually one of my favorite scenes. It was just so cool, to see all these trained people who should be able to handle this type of situation, to be honest. I mean, I know they're firefighters, but I mean, they should know how to swing an axe properly and not miss.
I was thinking that too in my head, but then I was like, if you're, the point of views of this town, they haven't had something like this happen since the original in the 60s with him, or 70s. And I think it happened in the 60s, right? 63?
78.
78? Okay. And I was like, yeah, they haven't had that happen. So, I mean, they aren't really prepared whenever those firefighters, whenever it happened, the firefighters are probably kids. So they weren't really trained for that stuff.
Yeah, but they all got fucked up. That was
It
pretty.
cracked me up whenever the first firefighter he sprayed him with a hose. Oh, that didn't work. He thought that full force the splash was gonna get him. It's fire didn't destroy him. Maybe we'll try water.
I think that's one of
get him wet.
The craziest things about Michael Myers and this series is that he's just a super souped up human, and it's just it never really explains why. He just is. He just can take all this stabs and all these gunshots and all these things, and he just keeps going. It's just like,
He gets stronger with every kill, man.
yeah.
Yeah, he transcends towards Mallory Strode.
Which I guess the next one's supposed to be supposedly the last one. Which I kind of hope, like, you know, I do like that movies do. You know, technology grows, so obviously you want to make better movies later of older classics that you weren't really able to make great graphics and stuff with. But this is one of those franchises where it's just like, oh, another Halloween movie. Oh, another Halloween movie. Oh, someone's remaking Halloween again.
Well, I mean, Friday 13 probably would have done the same thing also, but for a while they were in the whole legal situation.
This
Right.
is
Yeah.
like what the 12th installment, right?
12 installment.
Yeah, 12th film altogether, of, like the entire franchise.
England, I believe so. Yeah.
That's not bad. I expected more. I thought Friday the 13th was like at 13 as well, but I don't know what number they're at. I feel
Yeah,
like
they're pretty
there's
high.
way more.
They even did a remake of that one and a remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. And like 3 remakes of Halloween. 3 different directors.
As far as I don't know, I guess 13's it's kind of hard for me to choose since there are like all pretty crazy stuff going on.
So your favorite kill was? Did you say that?
We're doing favorite kills as well right now?
I mean, it's just favorites, right? So whichever.
Favorites overall.
Yeah, I would say just
Overall.
do your favorite scene away from.
So yeah, my favorite scene's right in the beginning. You know, that scene of him walking out of the house, he looks super badass, and then that fight he had with all the firefighters who thought they were gonna like take down Michael Myers right there in the beginning, and they failed horribly. What about you, Nick? I think you're the next one.
I'm the next one. I do like the scene where they're in the playground area. Because then you see like the little Easter eggs with the Halloween 3 mask, Season of the Witch. It cracked me up how the kids are like, they don't take anything of this serious because they're already warned. Well, not really warned.
What, Big John and Little John?
Like Michael Myers. And like, oh, there's this weird guy playing hide and go seek. So like, he thinks we're like 3 years old, and he's like, wears a white mask, and they just point him out, and he's just saying the far end. That's like how the whole scene goes down. Because they have the original one of the doctors, or even all 3 of the doctors. How he freaking just kicks the door, makes that girl shoot herself in the face, or he stabs a guy in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh, that girl's like, oh, don't give me the. It's like, have you ever even shot one of these, whatever? Like, I don't know what to do. She just grabs it from him, and she's always like fucking missing every single shot. It cracked me up. Michael Myers was sitting in the front, like, no, he just
made a pretty good
call.
shot. She made a pretty good shot in her own head.
Yeah, that was probably the best shot.
Pretty dead on, actually.
But even like the aftermath, like he freaking he puts the mask on their dead bodies, and they have the doctor like hung up on the swing, just in the background. It's a pretty sweet scene.
Yeah, that's probably my other favorite, or at least favorite / funny scene was the whole. I've never shot a gun before. You never shot a gun before? I don't even know why they gave you a gun. Here, give me that. I shot a gun before. And then she obviously did not shoot a gun before. Or, I mean, maybe she shot a gun before, but she definitely didn't have practice with the gun.
The Big John, Little John scene was pretty hilarious all around. Any moments with them.
Yeah, they were pretty
just
funny.
like calling out their names, like Big John, Little John,
Little John.
Little John. Yeah. That's all you think about. And then when they're grabbing their knives. I got this knife. It's a little tiny ass knife. And then Little John, I got this knife. It's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like he was about to like about to go down. Show was about to go down once he took off his Big John was taking off his jewelry, his watch, and he took his robe off. Like, yeah, shit's about to go down. Before he's like, oh, I'm gonna scare him off with my golf club, but no, puts that down to get a little tiny knife.
Right, right.
Did
The
you have any
favorite
favorite kill? I like
I
that
think-
that kill with the what's her name, Allison, her ex-boyfriend, because they're even really a thing. Like how freaking Michael just kept freaking he was jamming his like fucking hitting his head against the stairway at the whatever. It's like bam, up, down, side to side. And now he just straight up. It's like, please don't just leave him alone. Like, even if he leaves him alone, it's like he can survive off of it. Just like his head's all fucked up already, and then he's like, oh, he just looks at her like, oh, watch me.
Yeah.
I was like, savage
think-
Michael.
I thought he was gonna do a curb stomp on him.
Oh, he
I
got
think
curb stomped though by Lauren.
Yeah.
Not, the daughter.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Which I thought that was funny too, because I was like,
He's got pitchfork in the back. He got backstabbed, and then he got curb stomped. Shit, wrestling references.
didn't
I,
even freaking stab him in the head. Like that's I mean, yeah.
I can't do it.
We
No.
we just can't. Yeah.
Halloween ends, man.
My
Gotta save it for that.
favorite kill was one of the early on ones. He goes into that apartment with that older couple, and he stabs one of them with the in the neck with the light tube.
The light
Mhm.
tube.
Yeah, that one. I was like, that okay, that was pretty cool.
It's like
From that point on, I was like, okay, all these kills are gonna be badass, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all pretty good, to be honest. Like, I think that's what I appreciated about this movie too, was that they didn't really shy away from like the gore or like the kills. Like a lot of movies you see where they like would stab in the face or something like that. They kind of like always do that side pan or something where it's not really like directly on their faces or anything. And a lot of these are just stayed on their faces, and you can like see them get like, which is like actually. My favorite kill was actually the very first kill that Michael Myers did in the movie, which when he grabbed a little pickaxe thing and stabbed it into that firefighter's face, because you could see the whole thing like cave into his face when he did it, and I was like, oh shit, like this is gonna be legit. All these kills I can tell just from that very first one, because you could just see that guy's face, and then all of a sudden just got caved in. I was like, whoa, that was real. It was really real. And then yeah, that was probably my favorite kill overall. Yeah.
the flashback scene was pretty cool. It goes back to 1978. Then you see Loomis, a CGI version. Well, I mean, get the body double, but they do an impersonation.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I read that one of the flashback scenes was technically not canon to the series.
What is that?
It was like, I guess, the scene with one of the ladies that survived wasn't canon with the series. I didn't really fully read the article. That's just what I heard. That it was technically said not to be canon, and this is kind of a canon timeline. So, as far as I can tell,
Yeah. This is pretty much like part 2 of what if instead of going to the hospital. It's pretty hilarious. Like they were trying to tease it, like, oh, he's gonna come my direction. Laurie had a big old ego, thinking like, oh, it's all about me. He's coming after me. But I mean, you find out it's not. He doesn't really give a damn about Laurie Strode. He's like, just want to kill on my day, Halloween. But I think it's pretty hilarious how they still put a hospital thing when they didn't really have to. It's like Halloween 2 had hospital. Let's put another hospital.
Yeah. Any least favorite things? Well,
Least
before we do all that, let's give a proper shout out to Cinema Movie Podcast. Out there doing their thing. They do reviews on movies just like us, except they do all genres of movies,
music.
not just horror theme like we do. You can check them out, Cinema Movie Podcast. Their most recent one they dropped on Monday was 007. Was it No Time to Kill or No Time
No
to
time
Die?
die.
No Time to Die. That's what it was. And then their bonus one on Thursday, they actually did a movie that we reviewed. So maybe y'all can check out the comparisons between our and see if they liked Freddy versus Jason more than we did. But yeah, go check them out. Cinema Movie Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you stream. I was gonna say music podcast, just probably like where you're streaming this podcast right now. You're probably gonna find their Cinema Movie Podcast. Check them out. They're good guys, and they have a good podcast. So anyway, least favorites.
Least favorite. Goddamn.
I was trying to think earlier of anything, but so far nothing's really popped in my head for a least favorite scene.
Okay, then I'll start off. So one of my least favorite is the same thing that happens on every single horror movie you ever watch, and it's like everyone's completely illiterate on how to use any simple tool that would be effective against the person, like Michael Myers, like a gun, or even swinging like a bat or something. Like, dude, even the girl with the shotgun, like later up there, like you don't get close enough for the person to grab your shotgun before you shoot the shotgun. But apparently this girl did. And so he got to move the shotgun out of the way so he didn't get shot. You know, obviously, like kind of like what Manny said on his post earlier. Yeah, this is obviously a segue into the third movie, which everyone knew, except for me, that there was going to be a third movie.
You don't love horror.
3 years in the making.
So then you just like, obviously he's not going to get any direct blows that would visually kill him and make it less realistic for the consumer to see and watch. But like even that part where like he kicks the door and the girl shoots herself in the face, I thought that was just the lamest shit ever. Like it was literally like, even in theater, I was like, dude, that was fucking lame. Like it was funny. It was like a joke. Obviously, they try to add a little humor to it, but it was just the lamest way to kill off somebody, and I just didn't like it. Like Michael Myers could do so much better, obviously, because he did so many great kills in the beginning of the movie, and then you get this one just like, like it was just so weird, and I don't know, I didn't like it. Like it was obviously it was a nod to try to do some comedy, put some comedy in the movie. I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was a cheap and lame attempt and a waste of a kill. I felt like, you know, there was like I was saying earlier, it starts off super strong. You know, you're very interested and very invested into this movie from the beginning. They do a lot of badass scenes. And then about that midsection, it's kind of like a climax, but it's more of like the drama. It's a lot of talking going on, a lot of people just saying things. And, you know, obviously they wanted to try to show that Michael Myers is, like, quotation marks, infecting the town. That's what they've said multiple times. And they had that little segue where they chase that one guy and he ends up killing himself, and show that the town are becoming the monsters that they're trying to kill. Like, I get the metaphor. It was just a lot of talking and drama to me personally. So I was just like, man, this is kind of lame. At least this small segue part. That's why I gave it a 3.5, because they did have a lot of awesome scenes and a lot of awesome kills, but I felt like the whole middle section dragged on, like they were just trying to find some filler, and it was.
Think you're just being a little greedy.
Huh?
Think you're just being a little greedy there.
I'm being greedy?
Yeah. To be fair, Halloween was never about all of the kills. Like even the original one, you only killed 3 people, and this guy overdid it. It's like he brought the kills.
Yeah,
so, I mean, but a lot of movies are like a lot of filler
but the
drama.
movie, I get that they're trying to, but it's like they shift the focus. Like obviously the focus is Michael Myers, but obviously it was like they got the wrong guy. They had all the people going crazy and moving around. Like it just didn't really to me, it was like about Michael Myers, but not about Michael Myers all at the same time. Like the city was going crazy, and it was just like a lot of just talking and drama, and it was even silly, not silly. Like obviously they foreshadowed in the beginning that the mental patient was gonna die somehow, or at least the town was gonna get him, because that's obviously who was in the car. Whenever they drove away, they thought it was Michael Myers, which I knew in the beginning it wasn't gonna be Michael Myers, because if it was, that girl would have not made it out of the car.
No,
Um,
dead giveaway was that he crashed. Michael Myers does not fuck up on his driving. That guy's an expert. He wouldn't give no lessons, but he's a fucking expert.
nice.
Self-taught man.
The dead giveaway was her escaping the car without dying.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that was the main dead giveaway, and then
Um,
him crashing the car was.
I found
guess
out the whole hilarious when he's just
second
making
part.
his way into the hospital casually, and like, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You think that out of shape guy is Michael Myers? Long hair?
yeah,
And
on
this guy
top
was
of
like
that,
talking, saying, help me. Michael Myers doesn't talk.
and on top of that, like
We've never seen his face. Yeah, but you've seen his body type. What the hell?
that's what I was like gonna say. Like this guy didn't look very tall. He looked a little short.
What?
I
Why
mean,
did he go back into his mental jumpsuit, whatever it did? His what?
it was just I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of talking. That's the only part to me. Like I felt like if it was more of like Michael Myers stalking, or people like I don't know, your average horror movie, then I guess I would have enjoyed a little bit more. But it's like it almost segued out of Michael Myers and into like a whole nother little storyline for a little bit, and then it was just like I don't know. I just wasn't enjoying their segue to try to make the movie longer, because obviously that's what that whole scene was let's make the movie a good hour and 40 minutes. Let's put a little side story in there and show how the town is becoming monsters, just like the person they're trying to kill.
I personally feel like the talking to the kill ratio was pretty good. Like, I think the kills made up for it all the talking that it did. Although, if I have a least favorite scene, it'll probably be the when the sheriff had came in, I believe, or not the sheriff, the officer came in with Laurie Strode into the hospital in her
Mm-hmm.
room. The little love scene type thing.
The love scene.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that. But
Yeah.
that'd be the only thing I didn't care for.
Like I said, difference of opinion. So yeah, it's the only reason. Like I said, I can give it a 3.5 because it had a lot of awesome kills. It's a good sit through to watch, but I just don't think it'd be something I'd just be like, oh yeah, I want to watch this all again. Maybe the first 30 minutes of it. That's it. Anyone gonna say anything or go to the next part?
Next part. I don't have my stuff on me at all. This is y'all's podcast. I don't carry that stuff on me anymore.
I was waiting for Nick, but Nick just stood there silently. Because normally Nick helps me lead because I don't ever have the things in front of me as well. Is the next one slogans?
Create a slogan. Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
There was actually no slogan at all, obviously, for the movie. So Evil dies tonight would have been the perfect slogan for it.
It was streaming on Peacock. That was the last slogan.
Streaming on Peacock.
Streaming on Peacock.
Yeah, I think we don't know what he looks like. Halloween Kills. We don't know what he looks like.
There's that scene where they you see they look on TV. They're given two images of people that escaped the bus. There was the first guy where everyone thought that was Michael Myers. Then they showed the second guy where it was Michael Myers, but they blurred it out like all intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
See what? I was like, why do you blur it out? I already know what the hell he looks like.
Yeah.
But Halloween Kills.
Yeah, I guess my favorite scene also was the ending part. Like, I knew what they were doing, but I wasn't 100% sure. But like when all the townspeople started ganging up on Michael Myers, I was like, "There's honestly no way he can survive this," but I know he's going to. And yeah, it did. And he basically kicked everyone's ass like he did the firefighters in the beginning of the movie, which is also another cool scene in the
Yeah,
movie.
the whole ending, he got beat down and then he's came back up, revived, killed off everyone. Oh, I guess even going into slogans, I mean, might as well just talk about, bring up the actual ending.
I had one of Halloween Kills. Have a slogan.
You have
Oh,
it, but do you want to close it off? You gotta
All right.
close
Halloween
it.
Kills. Who's the villain of the story now?
Who's the villain of the story now? What?
Yeah.
So friggin' Laurie's daughter dies. Well, supposedly dies. You know, it's kind of out there. She could be brought into the next movie, even though Michael's clearly stabbing the fuck out of her.
like the fuck out of her.
The fuck out of her. Halloween Kills.
I do kind of like that, like all these quotation mark survivors pretty much all got killed off in this movie from all the older movies. I thought that was pretty funny.
Fuck everyone. That's the quote. That's the whole.
Basically,
that's,
Halloween Kills. Fuck
That's
everyone.
the slogan. Fuck everyone.
Everyone dies.
No lives matter. No lives
No
matter.
lives. Halloween Kills. No lives matter.
That was
Halloween Kills. On a Halloween, he kills.
on the Halloween. He kills. Shit goes down on a
Halloween
Halloween.
Kills that time of the year.
Halloween Kills. Another Michael Myers movie.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. Halloween Kills. Another one. No, I mean, like, that's the thing, too, is that, like, you know, if you have an iconic character like Freddy, like Jason, like Michael Myers, like, as long as you do enough good kills in the movie and, you know, somewhat put a storyline in it, it's going to be a good movie. Like, you're just going to have that nostalgia of the older movies, regardless of really what happens. And think of new creative ways to kill people, and everyone's going to be happy.
Anyone had an idea of how you would have ended it?
The ending I thought was pretty good, but I would have had it end with you know, they're all teaming up on him and he looks like he's dead. I would have had it end right there because we already knew, you know, Halloween Ends is coming. The ones that like horror at least knew about it. So I've had it end right there, and then the first, I guess, scene of Halloween Ends be that badass kills that he did, because I mean that's how we opened up a Halloween Kills. Pretty much was the scene with the firefighters and all that. So why not begin it with another badass scene? But I mean, I'm pretty sure they didn't want to pay those actors, you know, money just to be in the first 5 minutes of the film. That's probably why it ended like that.
Well, technically, they opened up with the officer.
I guess if they really
it did, but you know the big kill, first big kill was firefighters and all that.
I think
in the flashback.
I think you're right at what you're saying about like who's gonna come back on the next movie, because if they wanted the daughter to not be in the next movie, it would have ended with Michael Myers like showing up behind her, and then that's the end of the movie. Because then it would have started the next movie on whether she escaped, what did she do, did he kill her? You know, basically a cliffhanger. But instead, they have him killing her, so it really does seem like she's just not going to be in the next movie. And if she is, it's going to be very briefly.
Sir, contract's up. What do you mean? I signed for another one. Nah, bitch.
You die tonight.
We ain't pay you another 20 grand.
We can't do it. We need Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie.
Yeah. And then the monologue I think was pretty cool that Jamie Lee Curtis did at the end, you know, right before he basically got up and Bruce Lee'd everyone.
You don't close your eyes. What is it? When you think you're, I can't remember the quote. And then friggin' she closes her eyes. Close your eyes. Told you not to do it.
And then they really did hint that he wasn't gonna die in this series because she kept saying over and over, I have to be the one that kills him. I have to be the one that kills him. He's not gonna
Everyone had to be
die
the one that kills him.
unless I kill him. And obviously, you know, she's been a big recurring character in this entire franchise. So
6 decades.
it seems that he's gonna have to be the one to kill her.
It should be the sheriff, the one that fucked up and made the whole thing
Hawkins.
continue. Yeah, Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
Should be him.
Should be Loomis coming out of nowhere. Not bad. Comes back from the dead.
And Loomis with the
I shot him 6
chair.
times, and I shot him 6 more times.
He's cashing in, gonna kill.
He's
in every
cashing in.
case.
I mean, that's how the next one's gonna end. I mean, we all know it, right? Jamie
It's-
Lee Curtis
it's-
is gonna die at the same time. She
Same time.
actually kills Michael Myers, and they're both gonna die right next to each other.
It's every
Side
how
by
it's gonna
side.
end.
That's
They
exactly
both
how
die.
it's gonna end.
And she's
know,
gonna
man.
kiss him. She's gonna kiss him like in Halloween Resurrection.
You wanna
That would
make
be
it-
a fan disservice. Disservice.
I bet you that's how it's gonna end. It's gonna be all like poetic justice.
Poetic.
And they're all gonna be dead next to each other. And it's gonna be like,
Justice for
I'll
Big
take
John
that
and Little
bet,
John.
Fuentes.
what's up?
I'll take that bet.
Hell yeah!
We'll figure out the details later. I'll make that bet with you.
Who kills
All
Michael
right.
Myers? Michael Myers
both
just kills
good.
himself. Nah.
They're both gonna die at the end of the next movie. That's exactly
Jesus.
what's gonna happen.
You're saying they're gonna die together though.
Yeah, they're gonna die together. It's gonna be at the same time.
And they're gonna be on top of some high ass building.
No,
I
that's
don't
that's not fair. Michael Myers still survived that. if they fell off the building.
That's come like a full circle, like in the original 1978 movie where he falls off.
buddy.
How
How yeah, I mean, pretty
Yeah.
much what I said earlier is how I would have ended it. I mean, but like I said, I would have ended it. I like Franco's ending because that would have been a really good cliffhanger. They did do a really good job, and there was a few times where like Michael Myers was looking at his victims, and I just really, really wanted the light to like show a glimpse of one of his eyes, like staring into his victim's eyes, and it was always solid black. There was never like a scene where you saw a gaze of his eyes, you know, looking at his victims or into his victims' eyes when he killed them. They did a really good job of making sure they never showed because I was waiting for it and it never happened. But then at the same time, like I get the metaphor of it because like he's like evil, he's evil incarnated or whatever. So, you know,
The
when you
beast
look into his
incarnate.
eyes, you see nothing but blackness. There's nothing but darkness in this guy. There's nothing but
Darkness
evil.
Falls.
So, I mean, I get why they never show his eyes because they want to make him not human. And it's actually kind of funny. Like, whenever his mask gets removed in the movie, like, it's almost like that point when all the people are all around him, it almost seems like he's kind of vulnerable. Like, he might actually die right now. But then he picks up his mask and puts it back on, and it's almost like, oh shit, now he's invincible again.
It's like game on. This guy just put his mask on. He's like, oh, bring it on. He's undefeated. He don't give a damn.
But almost it seems like without his mask, he seems just like a normal man. But with the mask, he's not
He's
human.
invincible.
Yeah, basically.
The daughter should have kept the mask, honestly. I put it on the floor. Just
The
fucking
whole
kept it.
chase was pretty hilarious though, man. It's like, you want this fucking mask? Come get it for me. And it's like, and he's just like fast walking like, oh, bitch, don't play with me. And it's
It
like,
was
right
a
to my trap.
It was the last one at Spirit, please.
I'm gonna go sell this bitch on eBay. Don't fucking do
In the
it.
last movie, they shot him in the face, and he still didn't die.
Shot him in the face.
Yeah, because that's what the daughter said. The daughter's like, I shot him in the face.
Mm.
I heard her say it. She said, I shot him in the head or something like that. And I was just like, whoa, she shot him in the face and he still didn't die? Fucking crazy
The only thing I
bastard.
could think of, the only thing I'm thinking about right now is that Rob Zombie remake one.
Huh. Isn't that how that one ended? I don't remember.
Yeah, no, but there's a part 2. It's that part that didn't matter.
Part
Think how I would have ended it. I don't know if I have an actual ending. I just feel like it's more of the builds up. So the whole time you at least expect that Tommy Doyle would have like this badass fight showdown because he's talking a big old game throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
He has that baseball bat. He's like, I'm gonna swing it. I'm gonna go down swinging, and how he goes out, like he tries to go one swing and he just gets wrecked. And it's like, come on, man.
And actually, you have a fair point. I felt like there should have been some, slight little like toe to toe action for
I would
like
have had that
at
big old
least
fight bat
15
on,
seconds.
like him just going, like everyone's like, oh, back away, or they could be dead already. But it's just that it's down to them two, and this guy's throwing all the hits, and then Michael Myers, this guy's Tommy's already all tired as fuck. And Michael just gets up and just gives him like a fucking tiger upcut from Street
I have to
Fighter.
text someone. Give me 1 second. I might freeze for a second, but I'm still vocal. I can hear y'all.
But yeah, it would go more into like that fight. And someone, I don't know, at least have him like walk away without anyone catching him.
Well, that's pretty much what happened.
But like instead of killing the Laurie's daughter, I don't know.
Yeah.
These shades of killing Tommy Doyle. It would have been hilarious if they had brought back Paul Rudd for that role, because he plays Tommy Doyle in The Curse of Michael Myers. Can you imagine it's Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd plays in that movie?
And The Curse of Michael Myers, he plays his character.
Cool.
I just that Paul Rudd looks too young though. It's like, nah, man, we need someone to look older.
Yeah, he's a vampire. Doesn't age apparently. He's like an old guy, but he doesn't look like it.
He's like his 50s, is he?
I think so, yeah, and he looks like he's in his like early or late 30s. Looks really good. I like that guy.
You like that guy? Do you like his acting, or just like overall sexy?
I like his acting actually. He's usually a pretty good comic relief to most things he plays in. Actually, to me, Ant-Man never got promoted like that much at all at the time Ant-Man came out, but it's honestly one of my favorite Marvel movies of all the whole franchise. I really like the Ant-Man movie, and mainly because I like Paul Rudd a lot.
Paul Rudd.
All right, it's our top 5 Marvel movies of all time.
Top 5 Marvel movies.
Top 5 Marvel movies.
Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Not screw the MCU. I'm just going straight for the Tobey Maguire trilogy.
I thought I was being serious.
Huh?
I thought I was being serious. I was joking.
I was going in, bro.
You asked the question, so you had to answer it.
Number 1 is Spider-Man 3, because I know it's Manny's at least favorite film.
That's everyone's favorite film.
That's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3.
It's a very underrated gem.
I think Venom's portrayal with Topher Grace is the best Venom ever done.
I feel like I was watching that 70s show with him and that.
But do we have a change of ratings?
A change of rating.
Change your mind, Fuentes?
You're right. It's a 2.5.
2.5.
No, no. I mean, it's a good movie. I mean, Nick's right. Maybe I am being greedy. I mean, you are saying like kill ratio to this franchise is pretty high. I do.
It's the most it's been throughout the whole.
I feel like though. I mean, and you're also, yes, you're comparing kill ratio per movie, but I mean, it could have got spread out a little more throughout the movie. I got how that beginning part was, but I liked what they did because it was cool to have a bunch of group kills. Both the beginning and the end were really awesome scenes. It was really cool to see those group kills. But yeah, I mean, I still kind of hold my ground where I think that middle part was just a lot of drama, and I felt like it should have focused more on them trying to get at him, which they tried to, but then they went to a whole segue. So I still don't I don't know. I just found it boring. I didn't like the writing. I didn't think it was good.
Would
At
you
least for that.
rewatch it?
Yeah, that's why it's a 3.5.
Would you
And
rewatch
I-
it multiple times though?
Probably not. No.
No. It'll be more of a let me rewatch the franchise just so I remember what happens when the next movie drops.
That, or if someone's like, yeah, do you like Halloween Kills? I'll be like, yeah, it was a good movie. That's what I usually tell people too. When they ask me like a movie, if you liked it, I'm like, yeah, I think it's worth one good watch. Yeah. It's usually my
One-
three,
one
my
good
three,
scare.
my three, three of my 3.5s are pretty much like, yeah, it's worth. If I give it a 3, it's worth one watch at least.
Was it worth your $40 that you spent at the movie theaters?
$40 still.
No.
No.
I mean, yeah, it was a good movie. It was fine. I mean, I've spent money on worse movies that I've seen in theaters. So
Yeah, like Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
yeah, that movie's gay.
Can't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You get canceled now.
Oh, damn. Like Dave Chappelle.
I keep my rating the same 4. I thought it was really good. Kill to talking ratio. I think the kills made up for it, and I only had like one least favorite scene, so I'm keeping it at a solid 4. And also because Nick bullies me saying that I give every fucking movie a 2.5.
2.5.
The
All I
only
want to
time
say
I
is
want you to
Nightmare
give it a-
Cinema is pure trash as well.
You gave what's your lowest rating? 1.5.
Was it one? You're gonna fall, dude.
Friday 13 remake.
Did I give it a 1.5?
Somewhere on there.
That's fucking generous then. Goddamn.
Generous. Stupendous tits.
I mean, yeah, and honestly, for movies this day and age, like a 4 and a 3.5 is really good because a lot of these remakes that they've done just aren't holding up to the old classics, and these are actually holding up pretty well. At least this Halloween movie, and I'm sure the first one did too. I mean, I haven't seen it, but it looked pretty freaking brutal how they try to kill him at the end of the movie. So I'm pretty sure that was a really cool scene.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Me and Manny started this podcast, called it Friday the 14th. I'll be straight up honest with y'all. The only Friday the 13th movie I've ever seen is the
Freddy versus Jason.
No, Freddy versus Jason, Jason X, and Jason Leaves Manhattan. I've never seen the original one or part 2. And I think the reason we called it Friday the 14th was because we were planning on dropping them on Fridays, and it just made sense. But I've never really cared for Jason Voorhees all too much. I think my favorite one's always been Ghostface, and being friends with Nick, I think he's gotten me more into Michael Myers because I don't think I ever gave Michael Myers a chance, honestly.
Yeah,
and Freddy, I've never really watched any of them besides the remake, I believe, and maybe the OG. I think a couple years back.
Yeah, Freddy's always been my favorite franchise whenever I was younger. It was always fun to me.
Can't go wrong with any of the icons.
Did you have a change of rating? Bad guy, Nick Cage?
Yeah, well, it's kind of too soon right now. But yeah, I think I'm sticking with a 4.
Solid 4. So that's
a
about
good rating.
3.75 altogether.
Yeah,
3.75.
3.75.
Yes, sir.
Better close it out because she's getting a handful and they go pick up fish as well.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Well, was that it? That's how he ended.
Yeah,
It is usually how we end it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I love having you back on the podcast, Franco. So thank you for popping in.
Don't be lying, man. Be fucking.
Yeah, I'm be all kind of honest with you. You're the eye candy.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't y'all dare lie.
I just can't stop staring.
Don't
At
you dare
you.
lie to
Yeah,
me.
y'all just want me to keep promoting y'all shit.
I'll lick your face, bro.
Who told you that lie?
You told me that lie.
Oh, okay.
Must be talking in my
but-
sleep.
So yeah,
Hey,
thank you, Franco, for joining us. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. What were you gonna say?
We're actually on right now since I'm on whatever. on YouTube, Emosewall Productions, EMOSEWA Productions. If you're listening, we're actually at 171 subscribers right now. We're on the road to 200, and we need, if you do the math, that's 29 subscribers left. So, if you're watching, that one viewer that's watching right now, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. If you're listening, go to YouTube real quick and type in EMOSEWA Productions, and the first video that pops up, click on that. Watch that video if you want, or if not, just click subscribe on it. And get us 200 by the end of the year. We got 2 more months
200
in this beautiful fucking year. So yeah, I guess 200. That's all I got. That's all I got to plug. I mean, if you want, follow Wrestling Tacos. I usually post all my shit on there for Instagram. We do a lot of wrestling shit. And I'm sorry if you are a subscriber and you're tired of all the wrestling content, but I've been posting a whole bunch of wrestling. And I do have a video of Fuentes dropping soon from your open mic like a couple months back.
Wow.
I will post that. I will post that soon, maybe this week. And a new Bad Guy Chronicles dropped today as well, Saturday. So check that out if you like.
I was like, I don't even know if I like that open mic. I don't know if you should drop it.
It doesn't matter if you like it, because the most content that's out there is better.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. But yeah. So is that like a little accent gonna be in there for us to say productions?
Productions.
Seductions.
Nick always says we just say it like that. Productions. Productions.
So yeah, go like Emosewall Productions, so we can get them up to that 200 subscribers on YouTube. That'd be awesome. That's an awesome.
That'd be Emosewall
right there.
Yeah.
And so I'm Mr. Fuentes. I do music. You can check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere y'all stream music. Probably, even if y'all stream whatever y'all stream on, I'm probably on there too.
He's one of the best rappers in Corpus and in Rockport and in Robstown. I'm not saying that just because he signs the paychecks.
Hell yeah. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter on Mr. Fuentes 361, Mr. FUENTES 361. And yeah, I'd appreciate y'all check it out. I do also have a YouTube, which I'm hoping to start uploading more content to. Absolute Kings Entertainment. So yeah, check it out. And
they work on that shit, man.
Fuck yeah, I do. And it's off to this guy, the bad guy.
You can follow me at the bad guy 2313 on Instagram. I can just go check out
slide into the DMs.
Slide into the DMs if you want to. It's okay if you don't want to, but if you want to, make sure to check out that Bad Guy Chronicle video. I guess it's nice. It's a nice little video.
Maybe he won, maybe he didn't.
Maybe who knows? Just got to find out yourself.
He's a wiener.
Just always a big thank you for the views, the listeners. It's kind of a little bit bummer that Mr. Fresh isn't here, but 3 out of 4, it's nice. It's a nice time. Always get hard when Frank goes around.
Can you see
this? Well, anyways, yeah, it's pretty much all I had to plug in.
Lastly, I mean, we didn't really say it earlier, but obviously it was a 4 and a 3.5. I would definitely suggest you watch this movie if you're a fan of horror or a fan of Michael Myers in general. It was a pretty solid movie overall. And even though I had my little minor discretions, the kill scenes itself and everything really made the movie. So go check it out. It's in theaters, and you can stream it on Peacock with their services. And yeah, Halloween Kills, bro.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure to subscribe. Emosewall Productions. Subscribe. Absolute Kings. Slide into the fucking DMs. The bad guy Nick H. Bad guy 2313. And we'll catch y'all guys.
Remember, folks, always bet on the bad guy.
Bye, baby.